So the word I'm going to cover is nitric oxide. And I've talked about this before. This is a very important topic. The NO pathway, nitric oxide. This is a very important subject for men dealing with erectile dysfunction. The process in which an erection occurs, it starts with some kind of stimulation. It could be physical stimulation or visual stimulation or whatever. And that will send nerve impulses down to the endothelial cells of the penis. And that will trigger the release of nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is a vasodilator, so it helps the arteries in the penis to expand. But it also triggers the release of a particular protein. And I'm going to read the name of this protein. I have a tendency to butcher difficult words when I'm on video, but I'm going to give it a try. Cyclic monophosphate, and that is short CGMP. So NO triggers the release of this protein. The protein causes the smooth muscle fibers in the penis to relax. So the NO is a vasodilator, and this protein causes the muscle fibers to relax. Both of these things allow blood to enter the penis. So NO is an intricate part of getting an erection. And if you don't have enough NO, if you're not producing enough, then you're not going to get an erection. All right. So if everything works right, the NO and the cyclic guanosine monophosphate, CGMP for short, are helping the penis get filled with blood and you're getting an erection. So to counter this CGMP, you produce a protein called, and again, this is a big word and I'll probably butcher it because I'm on video. It's an enzyme actually, phosphodiesterase type 5. I think I got that right. I'm not exactly sure. It's I read these words all the time and I never think about what's the proper way to pronounce them. And then I get on video and I don't know how to pronounce them properly and I end up butchering them. So the shorthand for this enzyme is PDE5. PDE5 acts on the CGMP and counters it. So that's the other side of getting an erection. The PDE5 enzyme counters your erection. And what Viagra and Cialis do is they are PDE5 inhibitors. They inhibit that enzyme from doing what it does to make your erection go away. So there's two pathways here. You can work on getting a better erection. You can increase the amount of NO in your system, and you can take PDE5 inhibitors. They work on either side of the process. All right, so how do you increase your NO? Well, you eat lots of vegetables with nitric oxide. And those vegetables are things like leafy greens. Spinach is an example. Another example of a vegetable high in nitrates is beets and I think kale. There's a whole bunch. I mean, you can look it up, but you need to eat a lot of these vegetables. You don't want your nitrates to be sourced from meat because it comes with a lot of other stuff that isn't good for you. But vegetables are the primary source. All right. So you're eating your vegetables. You got to chew them in your mouth. You got to keep it in there. The saliva, the bacteria in the saliva will start breaking down the plant material, and nitric oxide will get released and taken into your system. If you are using a lot of alcohol based mouthwash, you're kind of breaking down that system because you're killing off the bacteria that helps to create the nitric oxide. Now, there are other ways and other pathways in your body that create nitric oxide, but this is one that you can control. you can make sure that you're giving your body an adequate supply of nitric oxide and digesting it properly and not using alcohol based mouthwash to kill the bacteria that are integral to the process.